Good late Saturday evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this December 21st of 2019. Hard to believe we're almost at the Christmas holiday already and close to the end of the year. Even though it's technically winter, the start of winter today, it doesn't feel like it with temperatures going into the lower to middle 50s. We may be pushing 60s by Christmas before we see the pattern start to pick up once again as we start to round out the rest of 2019. We'll get to where we're going as usual as we roll along, but the time-lapse storm Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri showed quite a bit of cloud cover to start the day, and even some scattered showers to start the morning out in a few spots. Otherwise, we saw partly sunny skies turn eventually mostly sunny before we hit sunset this evening. So everybody was doing okay across the area for this Saturday, but going ahead now, we're keeping an eye on patchy fog that will be possible late tonight going into your Sunday morning. Then we'll stay unseasonably mild, not only for tomorrow, but through the middle of the week, including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Once we get past the holiday, that is when rain chances will start to pick up as the pattern starts to get active again, especially by the end of the week. We'll break down the timing of the rain chances to come. In the meantime, though, 7th and range line, looking nice and calm. At the very least, the skies above. Traffic still bustling along. Hopefully, many of you finishing up your holiday shopping before we hit the big day coming up on Wednesday. 54 degrees was our high today at Joplin Regional after we started cold at 36 this morning. Both warmer than the averages of 46 and 26, your high and low respectively. So far, no rain at the regional airport for today. At last check, during the 9 o'clock hour, we had Joplin Regional checking in with a 37-degree reading, a calm breeze. Look at that humidity, already above 90% going into the 9 and 10 o'clock hour. At 93%, temperatures are going to ride right near the dew point for a good portion of the area throughout the night. That's setting the stage for some fog. Before we saw temperatures got this cold, though, everybody had a pretty good afternoon. Right around 50 to about 54, 55 degrees. But as soon as we hit sunset, it didn't take long for the numbers to start dropping off. We're already at 31 in Chanute, but 34 in Columbus, 37 in Carthage. So everybody is in the 30s at the 9 o'clock hour, and most of us will hold primarily around the freezing mark as we go into the overnight hours and just before sunrise. Not expecting any big threatening weather heading our way, just partly cloudy skies throughout the night and going into your Sunday morning. But some of you will have some fog to deal with as we get into your Sunday morning. In some areas, it can be quite dense. That's why we have dense fog advisories from northeast Oklahoma until noon on Sunday because, again, of how dense the fog could get. So far, we're starting to see the visibility numbers drop in parts of southeast Kansas, but none of that quite too concerning yet. About 2.5 miles of visibility in Yates Center, 2 miles in Chanute. Nothing really screaming at us from northeast Oklahoma, but as we go throughout the night, again, the temperatures near the dew point, as long as that breeze stays light, the areas of fog that can become quite dense could drop to about half a mile or less. Otherwise, everybody has a chance of seeing some patchy fog going into Sunday morning. Once we get past 10 o'clock, though, and certainly by noon, I think we'll be done with the fog, and then we'll see partly sunny skies turning mostly sunny going through the rest of our Sunday afternoon. Even though we have to deal with some fog tonight, at least we're not dealing with any rain. That's a more prominent issue for parts of the deep south, along the Gulf Coast, and working their way all the way down to about the Florida Keys on this Saturday night. Off to the north and west, we are watching our next frontal system. It looks quite organized, stretching from the Canadian border all the way down just off the California coast. But this is going to take its time getting here. We need to get this upper low out of the Pacific and start heading through the lower 48 for that storm system to change things up. In the meantime, we'll get rid of this upper low, passing just to our south, and then we'll get underneath this upper level ridge. Not only will they keep us quiet for Sunday and going through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for the most part, this ridge is what will keep us mild as we go into the early to middle part of the week ahead. As far as temperatures for tonight and the rest of the breakdown of the forecast going through tonight and Sunday, this is going to be a cold night, partly cloudy skies overall, but again, we can't rule out these patchy areas of fog going through the overnight and into Sunday morning. Otherwise, it's going to be a cold start as we make our way to church Sunday morning with lows around 32. Thankfully, though, we will see temperatures eventually rebound. We should be close to 50 by noontime, and then I see the Joplin Metro pushing 56 degrees for an afternoon high with a light south breeze at 5 to 10. I think everybody has a fair shot of going into the mid-50s for Sunday afternoon, even after we deal with some of those areas of dense fog, especially in northeast Oklahoma. Beyond Sunday, we'll move the jet stream along. We'll get underneath this upper ridge while we wait for this upper low to bring rain chances back our way. But we're looking quiet for Monday. Mild, though, with highs pushing into the lower to middle 60s. We'll stay in the lower 60s for Tuesday, Christmas Eve, looking mostly cloudy, with the bulk of the energy staying off to the west. Then as we head toward Wednesday, we'll stick with partly sunny skies and maybe a stray shower on Wednesday. But this time around, I think we'll be dry for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. After we top out around 61 for your Christmas Eve, we'll drop to 56 by 6 o'clock, 51 by the time any midnight masses get going, and then we'll drop off to about 47 as we head toward Christmas morning. And throughout most of the day, we'll stay quiet with partly sunny skies, 57 by noon on Christmas Day and pushing to a high of 62. Maybe a stray shower late Christmas afternoon, but as that next upper wave finally begins to dig and start heading closer to us on Thursday, you can see a few showers on Thursday, but then the rain chances will begin to ramp up as we head toward Friday and next weekend. So this time around, kids, unfortunately, it's not going to be a white Christmas, but at the very least, we keep things quiet around here. 56 on your Sunday, 63 on Monday, 61 on Christmas Eve, with temperatures staying in the lower 60s on Christmas Day. I'm expecting highs around 62. But as the rain chances begin to pick up Thursday and into the weekend, we'll drop back to 60 on Thursday, and then we'll be back mainly into the mid-50s as we head toward Friday and Saturday. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.